Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a Honda CR-V. It's a 2.2 EX automatic diesel. Lovely car, covered just coming up to 89,000 miles, finished in this twilight blue, which looks much nicer in the flesh than I managed to achieve with videos and photographs, unfortunately. It's got a few additional extras on this one which look lovely on the car. Immediately you can see the side steps, high level rear spoiler, and you've got this upgraded Honda accessories front grille, which looks absolutely super on the car. It's in really good condition, this car, certainly for the age and mileage of the car. Front of the vehicle, lights and lenses are completely clear. There's no cracks or condensation in those. Bumper's very nice. Likewise, bonnet. A car this age hardly shows a stone chip on there at all. Near side of the car, very smooth in panels. Can't see any obvious indentations at all. The paintwork's very nice indeed. I always say my favourite angle when they've got the spoilers is from the rear three quarters, the side steps. It's really subtle, but it does finish the car off very nicely. And come around the back, again, all very clean. And the offside, driver's side, again, beautifully smooth in the panels there. And main panel back again. Very nice indeed. Alloys, obviously, over the years picked up a few minor little marks, but it's totally in keeping with the age of miles, but they're better than most I see on this age. Coming to the back of the car, you get an absolutely cavernous boot on the CR-Vs. Quick fold rear seats with a little handle there, and unlike so many, even with half the miles, the back of this car is really clean because they are normally very heavily used. It's coming to the back now. Absolutely enormous amounts of leg room, and the front seats are set for me, and I'm over 6 foot tall, so I'm not cheating at all. And the leatherwork's been kept very well, considering these are essentially kind of family people carriers, if you like. Coming to the front now on the passenger side, again very clean and tidy. Leatherwork again very good on the passenger seat. Finally, just coming on the driver's side, door card, again very clean and tidy. Electric memories, seat buttons there, and the driver's seat, the one that should show loads of wear at this sort of age, it shows very little. Inside the car now, engine as always is running through sections of the dash we've seen illuminated, and it's in beautiful condition. Sat nav, you can see, working absolutely perfectly. You can, if you're stationary and with the handbrake on, actually watch films through that. Just put DVDs in the CD slot. Pop the car into reverse. Got that lovely clear gridded parking camera. Everything working exactly as it should. Then come up to the main dash binnacle for you. Hopefully you can see 88,746 miles. No warning lights on the dashboard at all. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V, and it's a 2.2 EX automatic diesel. This car is registered FX13KFZ, and with a mileage of 88,740 miles recorded. The reason for all of our videos, and actually especially this road test section, is to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of our cars advertised, they actually get to see the car we're selling in operation. And the reason is simple, is because, like numerous people, we've been to see cars which have looked absolutely fine, only to get there and find out that there's a fundamental issue that shows up when you drive the car, so hence that's why we do it. We also do it on these lovely quiet country roads in this beautiful part of Gloucestershire. It's actually performed as part of the road test route we take our customers on, and the hope is then that it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So coming to the car, as I always do, start with the engine, push button start on the top of the range car, starts instantly and settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car, and temperature gauge is running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle, and it's been running for some time now as well. The engines are superb diesel engines in pretty much every way. They're tough, reliable, with good maintenance. Cam chain driven, no cam belts to worry about on these. But it's also just a lovely engine to use day in, day out. You only really wear it's a diesel at low speeds, low revs, because even Honda can't engineer out, effectively the way the fuel's combusted. But on the move and at a cruise, it's very smooth and refined. And unlike so many diesels out there, which when you get into them, they feel quite quick and they pull very well. But when you own them for a while, you suddenly realise that they're a bit of a one-trick pony, because they go, but then they stop. The turbo goes, they've got nothing left after that. This one has got a lovely broad spread of power and torque throughout the rev range of the car, which is why I tow a caravan with my 2.2 EX diesel automatic, because I think it's the best tow car I've ever had. It's a lovely engine to use for that kind of thing. It's just got natural torque to it, but a lovely engine to use. Engine then goes to the automatic gearbox. Again, like the engine, beautifully engineered, very long lasting. We've never touched one. Also, this road's normally very quiet. It's a little bit busier today. Obviously, they've chosen the ratios very carefully and very well. It's just the parking sensors, by the way, picking up on the hedge. They've chosen them to sort of extract the best out of the car in terms of fuel economy and power, and it does a very, very good job in that as well. All the gear changes on the move, absolutely slick as you'd expect from one of these gearboxes. Notwithstanding reputation for being reliable, you should still do the obvious checks on any automatic gearbox. Just make sure the gear changes are indeed smooth as you're driving along. But more importantly, almost, is make sure that when you're stationary and you put it into drive or reverse, preferably both, there's no great clunks or thuds as it engages. And again, likewise, this one, absolutely perfect. Come to the steering of the car, lovely, beautifully weighted power steering on the car. Honda done a very good job on the chassis and the suspension to make it very car-like. It's got a precision to the steering which is not common in this type of car. So when you go through corners like the one coming up ahead, some SUVs kind of keel over, roll over. This one, you just turn hardly at all. It holds its line beautifully, maintains its composure absolutely brilliantly. It is a brilliantly set up car. Honda know this market so well. The CR-V is the best-selling SUV in the world, and it's immediately obvious why. You can see why. It's a fantastically well-engineered car. There's no rattles or creaks or groans coming from underneath the car, so all in very, very fine order indeed. I'm going to give the brakes a good shove, make sure no one's directly behind me. I don't want to sort of shock anyone when I'm going to do this, but leave this braking a little bit later than normal. The brake's really good, nice powerful brake pedal on the car. No pulsing, no vibrations coming back through the brake pedal at all, so all exactly as it should be. So finally, to come inside the car, we've not cleaned it yet, it's just come to us. It's not going to need much, it's very clean indeed. First thing you notice by any CR-V, of course, is the build quality, because they are beautifully put together cars. There's no squeaks or rattles, it feels really solid. You've also got this fantastic driving position with brilliant visibility all around the car, helped by these massive, almost truck-like wing mirrors. It just makes you feel very confident being sat on the road. But the dash layout itself is very simple and easy to come to terms with. It's all in beautiful condition as well, by the way. Sat-nav working perfectly. Air conditioning, likewise. You've got a dual zone set up, so you can have different temperatures side to side if you so wish. The system pumps out absolutely ice cold air. It's really well chilled in there, so that's all working perfectly. Buttons, as I always say, everything you press and turn has a lovely quality of actuation, which Honda do really well. you know, it may not seem that important, but to me it really is, because they can put that much attention into little things. You know, the big things they've really looked at after you on. Heated seats, again, working as they should. Dash binnacle in front is lovely and simple, easy, legible dials, not overly done, which I detest on cars. Nice small diameter steering wheel, feels as though it shows virtually no wear at all. That I can see, that's immediately obvious to me, and it's really nice to hold as well, sort of leather bound. The one button you will not get on any CRV, even if it's got four-wheel drive, is any button to activate it. Honda worked out very quickly that most people would be doing as I am today, driving in, you know, perfectly good conditions where you don't need four-wheel drive on. All you're doing if you've got permanent four-wheel drive is you're going to use more fuel and put more mechanical stress through the car and get through your tyres more quickly. So the way this works, very, very simple. It runs in front-wheel drive pretty much the whole time, and that's the most efficient way to pull a car along. Should it need to go into four-wheel drive, it does it straight away. If the front wheels start to lose grip, it instantly brings in the rear wheels to give you four-wheel drive, and it's absolutely seamless in operation as well. And its lack of use generally gives it its reliability as well, because, as I said many times, that, you know, we've been selling Hondas using this system for nearly 3 decades now, and we've never put a spanner on the four-wheel drive system on any of them, so it is very robust indeed. As I said at the start, it's only a brief video, but it's just to show the car operating and to feedback on any issues, of which there's nothing at all. It drives absolutely beautifully. Any questions? Don't hesitate, do give us a call.